What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 5, Episode 17. You guys, we are rounding the bend. We are almost at the end. I think it's going to be 20 episodes, and then we'll get to the reunion. Yes, we saw the travesty that was the dresses for the reunion. Monique was sharp, though. The other ones, yeah, you guys, I'll wait till the reunion and we'll discuss it then. Anyway, you guys, we're not in the studio today. As you guys can tell, we are in the house again because I wanted to tell you guys about these candles that were sent to me. Actually, a few months ago, a girl named Shay reached out to me and asked me if she could send some candles to me for me to try out. And I was like, sure, Rocky loves candles. And so she sent them to me and I loved them. I think I posted this picture here on my Instagram and told you guys about them a while back. I had every intentions of purchasing some more, but she met with me Friday and gave me a bunch, and I told her that I would mention them in the videos because I don't mind promoting things that I truly, genuinely believe in, and I really, really enjoy her candles, you guys. So just wanted to show you guys. Alleviated Aromas is the name of her company, and they're 100% soy candles. And she gave me 5 different scents, which was the Sun Kiss, the Vacay Me, the 90s R&B, Grandma's House, and then their signature scent, which is called Alleviated, named after the name of the company. And then she also gave me some soy melts. If you guys also have some soy burners, then she gave me 2 different soy burners. These were in 90s R&B Remix and Long Walk, okay? So I just wanted to tell you guys about them. The candles are awesome. You light it up and your room immediately smells. I have a problem with purchasing candles where you cannot smell the scent. That's one thing that I always look out for, to make sure that I can smell it even after I blow the candle out. Right now I have Grandma's House burning in the background, which is, she says, Cran-Apple and CinnaSuga, okay? But my all-time favorite, you guys, is 90s R&B Remix, which she actually sent me before. I have it now in the burner, but it is such a nice smell, you guys. It is Mandarin Musk. Another favorite of mine is Vacay Me, which is tropical fruits and jasmine. This was the one that I was like, oh yeah, oh, you guys, it's so nice. I was like, I gotta order another one. But then she gave me this one. Friday I met her, called Sun Kissed. And I think this one might be my new favorite, you guys, because it is a very lemony, fresh scent. Look, I'm giving them my own smells. Let me tell you, it's lemongrass and citrus. This one is so nice, especially after you clean your home. You know, you just want to keep that fresh, lemony, fresh scent, then you would like that. But yeah, you guys, I wanted to tell you guys about these candles because she is going to be having a Black Friday sale. Buy one, get one half off if you spend more than $50. There's no code needed. I am going to put her website information here on the screen. I will also put it down below in the description box, and you guys can go onto her website and support. Okay, she is a rock star, and you guys can take it from me. You are going to love these candles, and I want to thank Alleviated Aromas for sending me those candles. Very, very, very nice. With all that being said, you guys, let me get on to the review. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show opens with Giselle speaking with Ashley, Giselle and Robin at the pool before they go out for the day. And Giselle's just trying to get Ashley to understand that, hey, if you do this, then you do know that your relationship with Candace is done. Ashley says, however Candace chooses to react to this is how she chooses to react. She can't worry about that. She feels that she needs to tell her. So on the last day of the trip, they're having some silly bondage, whips and chains party or something. They always having some old ridiculous costume shit every time they go out of town. You got just cornballs anyway. She's going to tell her that night. But you know what? Enough about that. We're about to get ready to go. So Robin, go get changed up and let's hit the town. So they get together downstairs, you know, and they're about to go start their day. Candace is especially positive. She says that she and Ashley, as far as she is concerned, are on the mend. You know, she is not going to focus on anything negative or what has happened in the past. That, you know, as of now, she is just trying to, you know, she's open to having some positive relationship with Ashley. Ashley walks off while they're all downstairs waiting for everybody to get there, and Karen says,
Candace tells me that there's no chlorine in the water.
They're like, yeah, well, what's wrong with that? And Candace was like, that means that your vajayjay is in danger. You know, Giselle was like, I've been in plenty water that didn't have chlorine and my vajayjay was fine. All right, Il Nana. Okay, why don't the pools have chlorine in them again? You would not be getting me in that cesspool. After Robin brings up the rear, okay, she's like, oh, I'm not the last one. Yes, you are. Okay, Ashley just ran off for a second. So they get on the bus and they go to where they're going. So they're actually going to a beach, like it's like a cliff or something. It has like scenic views of the water and it's crashing onto the rocks, and you can take the pictures, and they have, you know, you can lay out there and everything. So the girls all get down there. Ashley, because she's the only one whose hair will cooperate, I guess, she jumps in the water to go swimming. Everybody else is either wigs or we ain't really trying to be doing our hair like that, you know. So they go back up and sit out on the lawn chairs. I guess they ain't lawn chairs, ain't no lawn, but you guys know the beach, the beach loungers. So, you know, they're talking, they get Candace to get up and sing her song, I See You, you know, the remix version. So, you know, they enjoy that. They enjoy the remix version better. When Ashley and Karen are off, you know, taking pictures and acting like they're on Titanic or whatever, Giselle tells Candace how proud she was of her the night before. I told Robin, you must have popped a Xanax or something. And Candace says that she's just learned to choose her battles a little bit more wisely. Certain things just you ain't got to get your dander up about. So then they ask her if she's good with Karen, and she says that she's still trying to figure that out. Giselle says, do you trust her? And she hesitates. You know, she's still not sure about that either. And Giselle, you know, is co-signing, as you should, you know, you should be leery, basically. I was like, Giselle, you got your fucking nerves, okay? I mean, you just sat and talked to Ashley. If anything, it seems like you would be warning her about what Ashley is about to do instead of digging this hole deeper with Karen, when you can see that she and Karen are trying to fix their damaged relationship. But of course, that's how Giselle gets back at Karen. She goes through the other girls, you know, she's just very, very, not vindictive, manipulative. And she's able to kind of, you know how Giselle is. So Candace says that she's not really sure if Karen is being truthful with her. And I'm just really kind of sick of Candace too. It's just sort of like, what do you want from people? They've made it very clear how they are, how they feel, where they stand in this thing with you. Yes, I'm being supportive to you and her as you're both my friends. And you still, I just really wish you would just choose to just don't fuck with Karen if that's what you choose, or fuck with her. But this going back and forth, like, what kind of allegiance do you want her to pledge to you? You know, so I was just like, oh God. The world doesn't revolve around Candace. But whatever, you guys. After that, they go back to the hotel. You know, hang out at the pool a little bit. You know, the girls just kind of talk and maybe have a couple of drinks, calling the family just to check on them to see how that they're doing. And then everybody heads up to freshen up, maybe rest a little bit because they're going out to dinner for that night. So they all get guzzied up. Karen is the first one to get downstairs, so she calls Uncle Jessup.
Hi, baby. I miss you.
Oh, baby, I miss you too. How's the weather?
Oh, it's beautiful here.
Karen tells them that they're going to be going to a dominatrix party later on that night.
Hold on, let me show you my outfit so that you can get hot and bothered while I'm away.
Hot and bothered? Okay. You know, he was just like, oh. So she runs the old camera up and down her body and all.
Intimacy is very important in a relationship, and Jessup and I are working on that.
She says that she would give anything for a spark, you guys. That's all she needs is a little spark. Okay, why you trying to be a dominatrix over here? She said her feathers is dried up and the handcuffs is rusted. So, whatever, you guys. The rest of the girls get downstairs. Time to head out for dinner. Nothing happens on the buses. Remember when the bus rides used to be all epic and everything? It was always guaranteed a fight. Child, we don't fight on the bus no more. They don't even show the footage of the buses any longer. But anyway, they get to the restaurant, you know, get settled, situated, order food, order drinks. And yes, Karen orders herself a champagne. I said that poor Karen been wanting to drink the whole time. She just didn't want to act no fool out there and get to telling all her business. Giselle was like, girl, if you order the champagne, and you supposedly have an ulcer, this could kill you. Okay, just going to say you was embarrassed. I said, yeah, I think that's probably why Karen say she gonna hold on to. I don't blame her though, because what does our favorite Uncle Sugar Free say? Okay, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So anyway, you guys are sitting at the table. There's lighthearted banter. Candace was like, does any of your men get irritated with you when you call? You know, and they're like, oh my God, yes. Okay, they don't even want to talk to me on the phone, you know. Robin was like, have you sent any naked pictures? And they were like, naked? Everybody's like, no, we don't do the naked. You don't? Robert was like, girl, you better make sure you send your man a little something while you away. You know, she know how Juan is. So they were like, Candace, why don't you send your man a picture? Just, you know, pull your titty out right now. Pull your titty out and give it to him. So, you know, they put the little napkin up and she takes a picture and sends it to him. You know, Chris was like, you guys are so stupid, you know. So, ha, 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 ha. Everybody is laughing except for Ashley. And I think it's because Ashley has something on her mind, you know. And even Robin notices that Ashley feels a little uncomfortable. And she was just like, Ashley, at some point, gonna have to say something, okay? Shit'll get off the pot. It's the next morning. We are going to ride sidecars through Madeira. So the girls all meet downstairs. Okay, what did Giselle have on, you guys? I was like, is we gonna play tennis or are we going to like a after 5 dinner? Do you have on sequins or do you have on a golf shirt? What exactly is happening on this whole, I was just like, that girl just, oh, her fashion sense is so bad, you guys. But whatever, everybody teams up. It's going to be 2 people per ride. It actually looks like it was going to be a whole bunch of fun, okay? Somebody in back of the driver and somebody in the sidekick car. So they ride on through Madeira, and they're going to not have lunch, you guys. Actually, this time they're going to have drinks. There is some drink called Pooch. Did I get the name right? Anyway, you guys, it's some fruity drink with like a whole bunch of rum in it. So they're going there to have the drink, you know. Karen looked like she wanted so bad. I said, girl, your mouth is watering a little bit, huh? It was just a little bit. But she was like, okay. They were like, go on and have a little bit, Karen. It's okay for your ulcer. Karen had to take a little bitty sip. You know, that voice on her shoulder was like, bitch, don't lose control of yourself out here. But anyway, Robin was like, okay, you guys, I just wanted to tell you that the website is active. It's up, it's live, you know, and they're like, oh, you know, so everybody's pulling out their phones. They're looking on the website, looking at the pictures. Everybody's loving their pictures. And then Wendy says, wait a minute, where's Karen? Okay. And, you know, Robin was like, yeah, Karen, your pictures didn't come out good. And I was just like, I mean, you guys, really, if I was going to be honest, the pictures were all just basic. I mean, it didn't look like it wasn't much background. It wasn't really much to those pictures. Karen's picture didn't look no different, no better or worse than anybody else's pictures that were up there. None of them was nothing spectacular. So really, I honestly feel like Robin did that to be messy. Evidently, her website for her hat line is down or was down temporarily. Probably because people were probably riding her about, you know, that. That was bullshit. You really could have just reshot Karen. Like I said, could have got you a camera, your phone, and took a picture at this rate, because iPhones have great capabilities, and you could have just, but those people, I'm telling you, them pictures of Karen were fine. You know, Karen was just like, you know what, I'm okay, I'm fine. But I was just like, yeah, that was fucked up. Ashley says that, you know, she really wants the rest of the trip to be really nice and positive. It'll be their last day in Portugal, you know, so she wants to make sure that they make it nice. So we go back to the hotel. Some of the girls go upstairs to change, and then Ashley, Giselle, and Karen go down and sit by the pool. Ashley is asking Giselle about, you know, Jamal. And she tells us that her relationship is beautiful. It's in a beautiful place, that she and Jamal communicate all the time, that she hasn't been the best communicator in the past, but she's working on it. But it's like he's her best friend, okay? She wants to talk to him all the time. Something good happens, something bad happens, on the phone with Jamal. The rest of the girls come back down, you know, a little bit more relaxing clothes. And then Karen says,
so I want to tell you guys, I want to share with you that I have a wig line.
And Giselle, of all people, has something to say. I was just like, why is it? I know it sounds like people pick on Giselle all the time, but Giselle is the one that they give us the sound bite on all the time. Giselle always has something that they make sure that they put in the confessionals for us to comment off of, okay? So Giselle says, you know, every time she look around, Karen is trying to start another business. At first it was the perfume, and now it's the wig line. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what's wrong with that, okay? If anything, what you guys should learn from Nene's experiences, this shit don't last forever. And you better get like some of these other damn housewives who have used their platform to get really good, solid, multi-million-dollar businesses off the ground. Okay, so don't be knocking Karen for her wig line. Seems that you would want to make sure that you got your businesses off the ground too, Giselle. I just heard that they took Giselle's product out of Target. So, you know, the whole thing with Giselle, she just has so much to say about everybody else as if she ain't going through the same shit as everybody else. Karen says she started the business right after the perfume last year took off and all of that. And yeah, just another source of income, streaming income. I'm not mad. So she's gonna have like this, a wig, like a launch party for her wigs, and she wants everybody to come. And Robin was like, I'm not even gonna beat around the bush on this one. Are you going to invite Monique?
I'm not, because it's not good that she's around you guys right now.
And Candace feels good about that. You know, she tells Karen, thank you. I was like, well, are you happy now, you big fucking baby? Now, later on that evening, you guys, is the dominatrix party. So we see everybody getting ready. Ashley calls Giselle on FaceTime, you know, and they're all getting dressed. And she tells Giselle where it's going to be on the 16th floor in the boardroom. You know, everybody's going to come there, whatever. Ashley says that, you know, the fact that she's putting on her sexy clothes and all is kind of awakening the freak in her. All right. She forgot that she had this, you know, she brought all her toys. Well, no, sorry. She bought new toys, but these toys are similar to the toys that she and Michael. I said, girl, you ain't got to explain none of that. We don't want to hear about you and Paw and his worms. Whatever, she's excited for the party. So they go to the room. Okay, first it's just Giselle and Ashley there. Giselle is a little concerned about this being the last night. She knows that Ashley's going to have to tell Candace. She was like, can you just tell her after we have our party, you know, after we have our game, because Ashley tells her that they're going to do a game where she's just asking them questions that to just get us to get to know you a little bit more, I guess, sexually. The rest of the girls get there one by one. Everybody just kind of looks like they had some things that you can put together to kind of make it look a little bit more risque, but nobody is over the top dominatrix or anything. I mean, these bitches are 40 years old and older, you know, so with the exception of Ashley. So, you know, everybody is just, I don't know how old Wendy is, but I'm assuming she's around there. Anyway, you guys, that doesn't matter. Everybody just looks pretty basically, nothing too over the top. Karen gets in there, and Robin tells Karen that she looks like Cruella DeVille.
And you look like a whore on the street corner, but I didn't say nothing.
You can tell when a bitch come back real extra hard on their comebacks on you. That's when you know that they really was mad, when they said that they wasn't mad. Okay, Karen did have a problem with Robin, obviously, which she should have. But you know what? Robin, you are out of fucking line. How you gonna tell her she looked like Cruella DeVille? She looked like the rest of you guys with these damn leather leggings on and a little tank top or something. You know, so don't fuck with Karen today. All right, don't do it. Robin had that look on her face like, whoa, you know, Giselle was like, isn't that the point? Isn't that the point? Oh, did you want to look like a whore too? No, whore and dominatrix is two different things. Candace gets there. She's the only one that went all out over her costume, okay? Full on mask, you know, little tiny garter, you know, belt and the little skirt and the booty out and all of that. She looked really cute. And we sit down, we enjoying ourselves, you know, let's play some games. So Ashley's asking them questions. Where do you like to be touched the most on your body? Karen.
My vagina.
Well, girl, did Uncle Jessup know that? I mean, you don't even want to have sex with him, so who touching that vagina? Okay, the rest of them are like my neck, you know, my leg or whatever. Okay, when is the last time that you gave a blowjob? Candace was like, before I left, some of them just a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago. Karen just goes, same. And then nobody believes her. She's like,
Well, I must keep honest with you. I retired my mouth about 2.5 years ago.
they was like, you ain't gave Uncle Jessup a fucking blowjob in 2.5 years? Here go Giselle. Does Uncle Jessup want the whole world to know that his knob is not getting slobbed on? Okay, if you not sucking his dick, then somebody else is. I said, first the fuck off. I guess you would know by experience, huh, First Lady Bryant? Secondly, why are we saying, we just saying suck his dick so... I still can't get used to it on TV. I cannot get used to them saying shit like that. Karen get to telling them some shit about a vibrating pillow that she got, that she gets wet. And okay, please, we don't want to hear about this, whatever. What pillow is soft but vibrating and getting you to that point and all? Girl, it don't make no sense. Karen just be talking. Then we go into role playing. So, everybody's giving their best dominatrix. All right, this is when the girls all get to, be fake lesbians and hump on each other and dance on each other and be sexual to each other and all of that, So tee hee hee ha ha ha. After that, Giselle is curious about Ashley and Michael and, all of their special proclivities. What about these threesomes? And, Ashley was like, well, I can't tell you guys everything out of respect for my husband. But then she goes into detail about her being at some festival and somebody was dancing and, they started dancing together and she was attracted. And then they put their hands in her pants and, Michael watched it. I was like, girl, that's a whole lot of detail. The girls are all laughing, having a good time, just talking about sex and whatnot. And then Robin says, well, I just really enjoyed this trip. And she feels like they don't have any real tension between any of them. Okay, nothing real serious. And well, maybe not. Ashley kind of takes the cue and she says, well, Candace, I just wanted to say to you, I wanted you to hear from me first before you heard it somewhere else. Okay. Candace is looking at her like, okay, like, what is this? And she says, Monique asked me to give a statement. And I did give it to her because I'm worried about what might happen to my friend. And, Candace is looking like, what? And then Wendy says, well, is this going to be like a character about Monique? Like talking about how good Monique is? And she says, no, actually it's me talking about Candace and just some of the run-ins that we had, what happened at the reunion, what happened at the house. And Wendy says, so she wants you to character assassinate Candace then, and then that's when Ashley was like, well, that's not exactly. So the same conversation that Ashley had with Robin and Giselle, she is now having with Candace and Wendy. Ashley's like, how am I assassinating her character? And Wendy says they're trying to weaken Candace's case. They're trying to show that she's a person that gets people so upset that they would want to fight with her. Ashley is still trying to say, no, she's not doing that for that, that she's just trying to help her friend. She's worried about that her friend might go to jail. And then Robin says, well, Ashley, you did say that it was out of revenge. And she says, I didn't use those words revenge, which she didn't, but it still sounds like it. Wendy just basically tells her that she's a snake. Candace is so upset. She was like, you know what? I finally see you. Like, I see how you operate now. Basically, fuck you, Ashley. And Ashley was like, you're perfectly fine. If that's, if that's how you feel, then you're very much entitled to feel that way. So now, of course, it ain't comfortable for Ashley to be there any longer. So she gets up to walk off and Candace is just going off like, you guys don't understand. Monique is a fucking bitch and she's only worried about going to jail. She don't care about nothing else. You guys don't see her the way that I see her. She focuses her attention on Karen and she was just like, that Monique is on some bullshit. Okay. And of course, Karen, being stuck in the middle, she tells them,
I know something about the incident that you guys don't know.
Okay. And they were all like, what do you mean? Like, we were all there. What are you talking about? We don't know something. And Karen goes on to explain that she saw the statement that Candace wrote, and Candace admitted in the statement that she released the wine glass on Wendy in self-defense. Okay, that she threw the wine glass. But Karen doesn't want to say it now because everything is all legal now and, it's a case and she don't want to give away any of Monique's stuff, so she's not saying anything. But Candace is so upset, she's like, I'm just so tired of this because every time she wake up, she wondering what's next. Obviously the girl does have PTSD about the situation. But what I'm saying is, Candace, is everybody is not going to be 100% on your side if it's way more complicated than that. And the fact that Giselle has a problem with Karen, Giselle has a way of making Candace think that Karen is not being supportive of her, okay? Because even Giselle jumps in and says that Karen is on the wrong team on this one. But why does it have to be a team? That's y'all thing, all right? I'm not that involved where I got to be feeling like I got to choose sides. Nobody died. It was a fucking fight, okay? And it went further because everybody started to decide to press charges. But really, if we would have just got over this fight like we've seen other people do plenty of times, then we wouldn't even be here. Even though Karen says that they both were wrong, which they both were, it's just sort of like this whole thing is just really a mess and has been made way bigger. And that's why on these reality shows, they don't like you to be pressing charges because it interrupts the whole flow of the show. Okay, then they have to put it into the storyline and it just kind of gets on everybody's nerves because it just be like, okay. So that's kind of where we are with the show right now. So the trip ends bad. They've had 4 or 5 days of good times and then it ends like this. We see Ashley go back to her room. We see Candace go back to her room. Ashley calls Michael. Candace calls Chris. Candace is pissed about, Ashley writing this statement for Monique. Ashley is telling Michael she don't understand why Candace is so upset. She's just looking out for her friend. Michael is telling her that, what, that woman pulled a knife on you. Like, how can she feel like you shouldn't say anything? Chris is telling Candace, you know what, you can't worry about that. When Candace starts telling him how Karen, was taking up for Monique and didn't want to choose the sides. And he was like, Karen is not going to do that. Quit focusing on that. Just focus on you. Try to stay positive. Basically take your ass to sleep and I'll see you when you get back. But she's so upset. And Ashley, I still feel like Ashley is just trying to justify to herself why she's done what she's done. I think we would all probably even feel better if she was just like, yeah, the bitch did do what she did to me. I mean, at least we would feel more familiar with that Ashley, okay? Yeah, I'm going to tell because that bitch pulled a knife on me and she went off on me and was talking crazy on social media and all that. Instead, don't try to say that you're doing this for Monique. No, Ashley, you are doing this for Ashley. All right, you guys, that is it. Let me get off of here. Oh my gosh, my house smells so good just from that one candle that's burning right there, you guys. That's Grandma's house. Smells so good. She said that it's CinnaSuga and but I don't even smell that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you get different scents. I mean, I do get the undertone, but nice, y'all. Just noise. Anyway, you guys, make sure you guys support Alleviated Aromas. And thank you, Shay, for giving me those candles. But I'm going to get off of here. I am going to be doing Top of the Blogs either tomorrow or Wednesday. Not sure if I'm doing Let's Talk About It this week. I don't know what else we can talk about. It's been the same shit for the last couple of weeks, okay? YSAP don't want to concede. Rona gone crazy, so I don't know. We'll see. But for sure, I'm going to do Top of the Blogs either tomorrow or Wednesday. So I'm going to be asking for topics on that, so that we can get it in before Thanksgiving and then everybody can enjoy their holiday. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.